Hey, what is up, Internet? Kyle here, Slapshot Toys, and it's time to do another toy hunt. All right, so I'm at my local Target, as you can see kind of through the window right there, and it has been a freaking very long time since I've done any sort of hunt at a Target, so I figured might as well go ahead and do that today since the wife put me out on a little adventure. She's baking cookies, so I have to go pick her up some unsalted butter, kind of hard to say that, and some parchment paper. So I figured might as well see what they have in the toy aisle and take you guys along. And one other really cool thing about this video is I probably got the biggest record haul of my entire life. So super excited to share that with you. And I've also picked up some music related figures I'm going to share with you guys at the haul portion. But first, let's go ahead and see what this Target has.
All right, here's a quick shot of their Lego section. Really would like to pick up this set. I think that'd be a really fun build. So I'm thinking about the Y Fighter. They do have the new Luke's X-Wing for $49.99. Would really like to pick up this set as well. Quick shot here of some of the Harry Potter Legos. They do have the AT-AT, which is an awesome looking set. That's probably the highest on my list right now. Yoda, Kylo's ship, and then a couple little sets throughout here. But I'm actually super interested in this X-Wing. And come over to the DC section. So as far as McFarlane figures, the Earth-44 Batman, animated Green Lantern. It's like the Earth-44 back there. Do have the Joker from the White Knight. That's the newest Joker that's out. That one actually looks really cool. I kind of like to add that to my collection as well. Detective Comics Batman, another one of the new Jokers animated series. Grim Knight Batman or White Knight Batman, and then Joker, and another Joker back there. And then just some other kind of just random Batman and DC things around here. I know nothing about any of this stuff, but I'll give you guys a quick little look over what they have as far as the Transformers. Some Power Rangers down there. Do have some of the Hasbro Ghostbusters here. There you have the Ecto-1. And it looks like they're completely out of Marvel Legends. I don't see anything on the shelves at all. This is kind of cool. It's the old Tiger games. They have the X-Men one. I remember having a bunch of these as a kid. They were terrible, but they were always fun to play. And then over here in the collectible section, there's some of the Dune figures, Dragon Ball Z, some more Dune. Come through here, some SHV Dragon Ball, obviously Pops. One thing I'm super interested in is this Billie Eilish doll. I don't know why, I kind of really want that for my collection. Some more McFarlane, so you have Wonder Woman, the gold suit Wonder Woman, and another gold suit. Just a quick overview of what they have as far as Pops. And as far as NECA, they are stocked to the gills, so you have a bunch of It figures, some of the Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, some of the Ash vs. Evil Deads. So you got the Old Man Ash, some Predators, some Gremlins, the Ultimate Alien here. So yeah, this section is actually really well stocked. I haven't seen it this stocked in quite some time.
Hi, Nigel.
All right, so obviously we are done at Target and we are now back home. Hope you guys really enjoyed that footage. It was so much fun being able to walk around and do an actual true toy hunt into Target. I think that's the first time I've probably since like the fall that I've really looked through the aisles at a Target toys. So I hope you guys enjoyed that hunt. I did pick up a couple things that I wanted to share with you in this little haul portion before we get to the record stuff. And so the first thing I did pick up was that Billie Eilish doll. Right off the bat, I am a huge Billie Eilish fan. I personally believe that there's no such thing as guilty pleasures. You like what you like, and I really freaking like her music, and it's kind of a little running joke between me and my wife. So I had to pick this up and add it to my collection because I've been wanting to get more music related items in my collection. So super excited to be able to pick up this Billie Eilish doll. And the second item that I picked up from Target was the Luke's X-Wing Lego set. As I said in the video, this is one of the builds that I've really wanted to do, one of the sets I had my eye on. This just came out not too long ago, maybe a month or so ago. So I didn't know if I'd actually see it on store shelves again for a while, so went ahead and picked it up. Super excited to do a build. I will do a time lapse and a full build and review video on this set, so really looking forward to it. And those were the two items that I got at Target, but there were a couple more items that I got randomly that I wanted to share with you guys. The first being a gift actually from my wife, and that is this AT-AT Lego set. As you guys just saw in the Target video, that this is probably the highest, like, I don't know, on my list of builds that I really wanted to do. I wanted this as the centerpiece in my Star Wars Lego collection, so insanely excited to have this. And it's actually really kind of funny how I got this. So the wife got this for me for Valentine's Day. We never do Valentine's Day gifts or anything like that. And I think it was about 2 years ago, we woke up one Valentine's Day morning and she was like, well, where are my presents? And she was just being like funny. But I went out, bought her the Lego Harry Potter Switch game. And then I ended up buying her some SH Figuarts Harry Potter figures from Barnes & Noble that Josh actually was awesome enough to like let me know they were having a great sale on. So I bought those like 2 years ago and gave them to her. And then this year she kind of did the same thing in the morning where she was like, hey, what do you give me for Valentine's Day? And I'm like, nothing. Last time I did that, I got nothing. So this year she actually surprised me with this. So huge thank you to the fantastic wife for the AT-AT Lego set. And the last toy item I want to show you actually segues perfectly between the toy stuff and the music stuff. It's just the reason I'm wearing this hoodie. It was actually going to be the showcase that I was going to do of all my records at the end of this whole video where I show you my favorite records and what I have in my collection. But since this fits so well crossing over, I'm going to go ahead and do it now. And I think a lot of people that are into toy stuff will find this super interesting. So what I have here is the Super 7 Reactions Zarface figure. For those of you who don't know who Zarface is, they're actually a hip-hop supergroup. They consist of 7L, Esoteric, and Inspected Deck from the Wu-Tang Clan. And everything revolving around this group is comic related. Every album has comic art on the cover. I want to show you a couple of the records, and one of them actually has a full comic actually on the actual jacket. All their lyrics center around the character that they created, Zarface, and just a lot of pop culture and Marvel references. It's just super cool. As you can even see, the figure has Kraven's Last Hunt homage there on the card. It just looks fantastic. And then the figure just looks amazing. Huge shout out to Blind Rage Records because this thing sold out in about 30 seconds. I wasn't able to get one because I had a work meeting, and they had them just a couple dollars over retail instead of paying the outrageous eBay price. So this is the figure from Super 7, and I did want to show you guys some of their kind of album artwork. And so if you are a fan of Wu-Tang Clan, since obviously one of the members of Wu-Tang Clan is in this group, check them out. Amazing hip hop. But as you can just see here, so this is their debut album, Zarface. You even have like just the homage of, you know, the 30 cents. It says not approved by the Comic Authority. Just, I mean, even like, is this, I mean, this has to be an ode to Scarlet Witch and Wanda, right? But I mean, this record was released, I think, in what, early 2000s? So 2013 is when this released, so way before WandaVision and all that stuff. But it's kind of cool that Wanda's kind of on here. But as you can just see, amazing comic artwork there on the covers. Here's another record of theirs. Again, just amazing comic art. And then what they've been doing the last couple records is they've actually bringing in guest artists for the villain. So like this is Ghostface Killer, also from Wu-Tang Clan. So he is the villain, and they kind of rap battle throughout all the record, and it's just unbelievably awesome. And then this was a Record Store Day exclusive that, so you can see here, awesome cover work again, really representing Kraven's Last Hunt. And then if you actually, here on the inner jacket, there's an actual comic book that goes along with the record. So amazing music. Like I said, if you're into Wu-Tang Clan, if you're into the East Coast rap style, definitely check them out. And yeah, just an unbelievable group, and super excited to have their figure in my collection. And now to go through my massive record haul. I think this is the biggest record haul I have ever gotten. Now granted, this is over I think 3 weeks is the last time I did a video. Super excited to show them to you. So let's go ahead and get to it. So the first, I'm going to show you the stuff I got from online. So this is from To Live a Lie Records, and this is the group Spy. Super awesome hardcore punk. Really recommend them. And this is their 7-inch service weapon. And I, of course, got the blue to match the actual packaging. And last but definitely not least, from my online ordering. For Rev HQ, I also picked up Pennywise, Land of the Free, one of my all-time favorite skate punk, pop punk albums. Now this is just a black vinyl, so no need to show you that. And now I'll show you all the actual hunting that I did, actually going to stores around this area. So first I went to a place called Everybody's Records in Cincinnati. Awesome store. They have everything you can imagine. Continuing the Pennywise trend, I was able to pick up From the Ashes. This is another phenomenal album from Pennywise. Again, black vinyl, so don't really need to show you that. And then one of my all-time favorite bands, so much that I actually have their tattooed logo right around here on my arm, and that is Alkaline Trio. Trying to pick up their entire discography on vinyl, and Everybody's had Damnesia, which is their acoustic album. Again, black vinyl. And next, as I almost do weekly, I go up to Blind Rage Records, so I picked up quite a bit there. This is actually gonna be a little bit different because normally you guys always see my music as nothing but hardcore, punk, metal, and now I'm actually finally showing you guys some of my hip-hop collection and kind of indie collections. My last trip up to Blind Rage Records, he had Outkast's Thankanoia, which is my all-time favorite Outkast album. I think this is their best album, and I think they're repressing everything because it's pretty easy to find a lot of Outkast stuff right now. This is just a black vinyl again, but yeah, super excited to be able to have Outkast Thankanoia in my collection. Next up from Blind Rage Records is another hip-hop album. It is POS, Never Better. Now this is the 10th anniversary edition of this album, which has some amazing vinyl colors and artwork. POS is one of my all-time favorite hip-hop artists. He is a member of the group Doomtree. If you guys don't know who that is, definitely go check him out. They're from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Amazing indie hip-hop. If you like A$AP Rock, if you like Run the Jewels, definitely check these guys out. But his solo album, Never Better, is one of my all-time favorite hip-hop records, and just the art on it is phenomenal. And if we actually take a look on the inside, this is a 3 LP, so you get 3 records. First one being this amazing hot pink, and then we get the other 2, which are colored very much, like I can kind of guess what colors they are from just the album artwork. But the other 2 are a awesome neon blue, and then the third one, which is the best because it's a one side. So what you get is this awesome neon yellow with some really cool artwork there saying good luck. And speaking of A$AP Rock, like I just did mentioning POS, I actually got one of his records at Blind Rage as well. So this is his album Malibu Ken that he did with producer Tobacco. Absolutely love this cover art. And just kind of like the whole art of this whole album is amazing because I love what you can do here. So if you open this up, there goes the shedded skin of the face. So just like a really cool gatefold on this album. I just really, really like the way they portray the album art. And then, of course, to go with this record, you're going to get this nice baby blue to match the album artwork. And last but not least from Blind Rage Records, getting back on the punk side, Anti-Flag, Die for the Government. This is their debut album, which I think came out in 96, I want to say, is when this album came out. And this was a special limited edition that was limited to 500 copies. And you get this awesome clear with red, white, and blue splatter. And the last stop that I made in my vinyl hunting over the last couple weeks was actually a brand new store in Mason, Ohio that actually just opened up, I think, a week ago. It is Hey Suburbia Records, and they had a ton of awesome stuff. So the first thing I picked up was Buried Alive, Last Rites. So if you don't know who this is Scott Vogel, the lead vocalist of Terror. This was his band before he formed Terror. So this is an original pressing from 2001 on black vinyl. And my next 2 pickups from Hey Suburbia Records are actually from one of my all-time favorite hardcore punk bands. And of course it is H2O. So this is their second record ever, and this is an original pressing from 1997. Extremely excited to be able to have an original pressing in my collection. And one of the cool things so they did it in black, and then they also did it in this pastel pink. So I was actually able to get the more limited pastel pink from 1997. So super excited to have that in my collection. And one cool thing is it does have the Epitaph logo, because everything that is being pressed now, they have actually switched over to Bridge 9 Records, no longer Epitaph. So it's cool to have an original pressing. And then the next album I picked up was their third record, which is the FTTW. And this one again was the more limited, and it was the white version from 1999. So yeah, super excited to have these in the collection of H2O. And the last 2 records that I picked up are more nostalgia related. This one is one of my all-time favorite records, and yeah, just I really like Jimmy Eat World a lot. But it's Bleed American, so this is obviously the record everyone knows with the sweetness. Every song on this is freaking fire, and I love every every single second of this record. Couldn't pass this one up. This is just black vinyl, but really cool to have. And then the last record that I picked up comes from, you know, I'm not afraid to say it. I still listen to them quite often, just not so much their newer stuff, but it is Fall Out Boy. I love their music. It's poppy, it's sugary, but you know what? It's fantastic. It gets your head nut bobbing, and it's just fun. Follow You Do is actually my favorite album from them, so as soon as I saw he had this on vinyl, I had to pick it up. And one really cool thing about this is it is a limited edition, so we do get some cool vinyl on this. So the first record in the double LP set is this awesome translucent red, and then what we get on the second record is a awesome translucent orange, which really go obviously very well with the overall art on the album. So super excited to add some Fall Out Boy to the collection. All right, so that does it for the vinyl haul. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. I know this was a ton to sit through, but yeah, hopefully you guys are finding some new music that you guys really like, or you guys are seeing some old favorites, or honestly, hopefully I'm just inspiring you guys to get out there and buy music and just really, really enjoy it. Let me know in the comments if you guys have found any of the bands or anything that I've mentioned that you guys like. Let me know if you guys are looking for any bands or anything like that. Love talking music, love talking figures. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the Target footage. Like I said, it was a lot of fun to put together, and just overall, hope you guys enjoyed this video. But that is going to do it for me this evening. I want to thank you guys so much for checking out these videos, and I will catch you guys later. See ya.